YVA Trades.
Hey guys, welcome to YVA Trades. Happy December 1st, the last month of the year, the first day of the month, and this is my progress. I'm up, somehow managed to scrape together $650 in the last 2 days, my first 2 days of this Phase 5. So let's go see if we can make one more green day happen today. Yesterday I was looking at SPY and I had drawn a level down here on that support right there as the level that we must hold in order to maintain our daily uptrend. And we did break it yesterday, but it was not a trend change. We didn't lose the uptrend in my mind because the bulls didn't allow the bears to go any further than that. So nice bounce off of that support. And so now what we're looking at is an hourly bounce over this resistance that was a little lower high and lower low. So a little choppy and stuff in here, but right now the market, I believe, is trading down around 455, right in this area. So going to look today to see if we will actually hold that support. It kind of depends on other factors, other parts of the market. I know QQQ actually broke a little bit further, but still the bulls bought the dip. I think, which one was it? Amazon? Amazon actually opened below it, had a nice green recovery coming back up to that support level. Tesla, I think Tesla actually pulled back quite a ways. Looking for a daily higher low on Tesla. We are just expecting a lower high on that weekly time frame though. So anyways, back to SPY and let's go take a look at the gappers this morning. And let me turn my phone volume down here too. Get back over here. Okay. Hey, did you guys see Bitcoin this morning? I was watching it because yesterday I drew out this rising wedge on Bitcoin where we keep getting bull breaks but no follow-throughs. And so here again today on the daily chart, Bitcoin tried again. I don't know if it's going to do it. Sometimes Bitcoin can influence the market, so it's something to keep an eye on. If Bitcoin starts to consolidate on its weekly time frame, we might see that happen in the major markets too. All right, over to the scanners. So Nexi is our leading gapper. However, Nexi, I don't know why I didn't look at the news, but Nexi made a nice move up and was consolidating, and I thought it looked good, but then all of a sudden at 524 it got halted. And it's not a typical circuit breaker halt on a big rush of, buying or selling. This one actually halted on something else, and I didn't look up the code, so I really couldn't tell you, but I'm going to cross that one off of my checklist for now. The next one down is ALT making some impressive moves here. I made 49 cents on it this morning, just doing a test trade. I wasn't actually throwing money at it. And so now consolidating, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to definitely keep that as my number one pick, up 72%. Pixie made some moves in the past, and it's on the scan today. It doesn't have any news. Consolidating on the hourly after making a move up yesterday and post-market. So looking for hourly consolidation in a tightening range. I might watch Pixie, I don't know. I'm going to freeze this. All right, so the next one down, BIOR, up 30%, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know, it's consolidated pretty good there. So cheaper stock, giving back more than 50%. You might expect a bounce. It does have some news, it doesn't have news at all. No, I take that back. It does have it does have some news. JFBR. I guess on BIOR, I really need to see it. I just don't see myself trading it unless we see some really impressive price action on it. JFBR, that one sold off. CMND, I do have on my watch list. It's a downtrend on the larger time frame, just a bounce right now. Made a nice move 2 days ago, but most of that was post-market and then sold off yesterday. And so just kind of another one of those, maybe expecting a small bounce, but it's almost already bounced this morning. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. OLPX. No news on this one. It was popping up here a little bit ago, but I wasn't really expecting it to hold up the way it was moving. Light volume, cheaper stock, so just a pump and dump, I think, but we'll see. There's no news on it. This one here, PAPL is sold off, so no on that one. IoT, no. It's, well, IoT is a hourly, nice hourly move. Consolidating on the hourly. So, I mean, there may be potential there. It's a higher price stock, larger float. I'm not really interested in it. GDC, if it can get back up over 365, there may be a trade there, but I'm not going to watch it first thing. And Sassy, no, I'm not going to watch that one. So there's not really a lot to go on PAPL. That one we already looked at on the gap scan. So Alt is the most attractive stock this morning. So I think it's all eyes on Alt. I will keep an eye on Pixie, and I will watch CMND to start the day. I did check out some of the ones from the last couple days. I didn't really see anything, you know, GameStop, VVOS, all those. No, none of them looked good to me for any kind of long trades. Okay. So about 7 minutes till the market opens. So coming up to that daily level there on ALT, I did notice, so what happened here? So we were struggling to get above this daily level. We got above it, came back below it. So 5-minute candles here trying to break above. This one finally did. On the 1 minute, you can see that. Then we back tested the EMA. And so now it's trying to make that next move up. I have this little tightening range here. So that's a nice little breakout trade. And I wish I would have traded this morning when it was moving up, but well. See if we have any opportunities on it when the bell rings. Might be a little extended. This is the hourly time frame. The daily time frame here on Alt, we are trading way up here. And we have way back here a big gap down, so 694 is that level. If we get over 694, there's nothing but free space between 694 and $10.10. Got a little stuff back here, but that was that gap down. So if we were to get a gap fill in the next few days, that would be nice. Trading below the 200 moving average. I'm not expecting that, but we'll see what happens today here. So if I was going to take a trade on this one, I'm not sure yet. I'll give it another 5 minutes and see what it looks like. But I'll mark out some levels. I'm going to get rid of that daily level. This is the larger time frame. Our current support on this, our little 15-minute higher low is right there. Resistance up here. Hourly time frame here. You can see stair step down. Little bounce. Is that all we get? It's very possible that is all we get. Looking for a higher low on the 15, support down here. And on this one, we have an hourly possible equilibrium. Must hold support is 923. We have a resistance up here. Hourly inside bars, so it's likely an equilibrium on the 5-minute. 15-minute looks a little choppy. Let's go down to those smaller time frames. So here we go on the 5-minute. We have a 1-minute uptrend. And I'll come back to this in a second and see what it looks like. Hoping to see a trade first thing. Okay, so 5-minute downtrend here on CMND. And of course, that's that hourly consolidation might start here soon if we lose 390. But it is a 15-minute downtrend, so I'd be watching the, not the 3-minute, but the 2-minute time frame for a trend reversal. I'm not going to watch that actually. I'm just going to put it back to the 2. I'm not really expecting anything on CMND. I'll just keep it there for now. See what it looks like. I want to get back above the volume weighted average price. That would be bullish. Alt is breaking through its highs. And Pixie, no volume. So we need to see the volume come in. We had those hourly inside bars. It's not the best equilibrium on the 5-minute. So I think I'm just going to be watching just Alt. Pretty impressive move. So the candle range here is 25 cents. The 5-minute is 25 cents. See if we get a little profit taking there. Maybe some consolidation before the bell rings would be nice. And so we have 3 tops here, 1, 2, 3 attempts, and finally broke through that. And so our new high is up at 592. And there she goes. $6 psychological. We got that daily resistance overhead. Whoops. Okay, 1 minute to go. So I'm watching this consolidation on ALT. Volume weighted average price is a long ways away. But we do have the EMAs here. We have these levels here. I'm just not sure which one I would trust. I mean, you even have you could draw a lot of lines on this chart. I mean, I don't know which level people are looking at most on this. 550 is a good psychological level. With 15 seconds to go here. If it pulls back right away, I might try to jump in it. Down there at 569. Looking for a 1 minute higher low. Jump in it there. Look for an immediate move up. We'll see if it flushes down. Maybe I'll get a chance to add to it. got a limit order in to sell. Trying to reduce my risk by jumping it a little lower. I was hoping for a little more of a bounce. Let's see here. I got to pay attention to my P&L. If I take a $400 loss, I have to stop. That could possibly happen here. Depends on where we find support. There's 550. Coming down to the volume weighted average price. So this is where I'll look for the bounce. And I'm out. So just like that, down 500 bucks today. I don't know why my max loss didn't alert me, but I was well aware of my loss on that. Yeah, I got in a little too early. I was hoping for a little bit more of a bounce here. I was just going to take profit quick, but I wanted to see it get a little closer to 597. I probably should have just bailed on it as soon as it failed. So now we have a 15-minute support break. And that is that for me. That's how it goes some days. And I gotta wonder too. I'm gonna check something here. I'm wondering how much did I have overall? 541. So that basically puts me back down at phase 4, like just below the line. So I'm gonna have to make a decision on Monday if I need to drop my share size back down. So December 1st, starting out red for me. Down 572, which seems like a lot, but it's really not. That's so my high of day was, well, my low of day is 572. I don't know why I put a positive there. And my high of day was $0. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, that's interesting. Why does it show? Oh yeah, so I'm right at that 42,000 level. I don't know. I might stick with phase 5 on Monday. I've got the whole weekend to practice and whatnot, so it depends. $4.75 is the area to watch now. Let me see. What's at $4.75? Is that this level here that you're looking at? So we have 15-minute consolidation on that one. A nice set of inside bars here on the 1 minute. Look at this holding the volume weighted average price. Pixie, the volume is light. Remember there was a stock yesterday, was it VVOS, that kept, not the volume weighted average price, but the EMA. It kept holding the EMA. Now this one, this one doesn't look quite the same, but it might be. It's light on volume though, is the only thing. I don't think I would even trade it if I was still in the game, but I'm not in the game. So the question is, where will we find support? And we do have this post-market level 525 that we broke through. So we don't have a downtrend on the 15. We just have a loss of our higher low. The EMA is catching up here. It's very possible we bounce off of $5. On the gap scan, let's see the market itself today. It's pulling back still consolidating. We have Path is on the Hive Day scanner, but it only made a quick move and now it's dropping off. SOXS, of course. HCDI, I didn't see that one, but that one has some news. It's $1.50. It's moving up. It's got resistance overhead up at $1.60. So up here. So there's $5. Let's see if we bounce from there or if it just keeps on chugging on down. CMND with a little setup and breakout here. No, I never short. I've shorted in the past. It's like ALT is easy to borrow, so I could definitely short that. But I like to be able to know that I can just jump into a stock as soon as I see a setup. And if I have to take time to look if it can be shorted or if I have to keep that extra thing in the back of my head, I found that it was a distraction for me. Like I ended up losing money doing that. So for me, I just go long. I mean, I have a pretty good track record for the year, and I'm going to be doing a year in review on my P&L and how well this strategy has performed for me, where I can get better. I'm certainly going to mark this one down as a trade. And I get into a trade and lose right away like that. So nice bounce on CMND off of that double bottom for the 15-minute time frame here of 390. So Mara is on the Hive Day scan. Wow, I'm really surprised by CMND. I was not expecting that kind of a move. Big drop there. ALT. I'm really actually surprised ALT hasn't gotten halted as we come down to 466. Oh, we do have this level back here too. I didn't see this. That must be, Andrew, that must be the 475 you were talking about. I'm assuming. Bitcoin still pulling back on the hourly. What's SPY doing? Ooh, SPY. Let me see here. I'm going to pull up this and type in this and go to you have a 1 minute oversold here. It was oversold here, bounced, cooled off the RSI, now it's oversold again. But I wouldn't go off of that. I don't usually use the RSI on stocks that are trading on, like, that have news catalysts and stuff. It seems like the RSI doesn't work so well in events like that. But if I was going to trade some larger cap stocks like AMD or Amazon and there wasn't some kind of news related event, it's just strictly technical analysis, then that RSI does come in handy. Speaking of that, I want to see if we're expecting anything on, let's take a look at SPY. So on SPY we have an hourly bounce, and we don't necessarily have an hourly uptrend. We have a daily uptrend. Did we get hourly oversold? No. Not even close. Typically on a daily uptrend, I'd look for hourly oversold. Oh, what? PATH, hitting the scanners. Path, PATH. Trading with 5 million or 0.5 million shares of volume per 1 minute candle. So that's a lot of volume. So a little consolidation there. Bulls didn't show very much on alt. And down she goes. I'm just curious. Look at the scanner lighting up over there. Wow, I only took 30 trades today. That's crazy. Usually I'll do like a couple of hundred at least. See if I can work a little magic here. Today's December 1st. Okay, so these are all my trades for the day. That's not. So what I'm going to do is grab these and copy them. I'll go over here. I'm going to paste them into here. Sort that. Sort that. Alt. I'm going to grab these. This would be ThinkScript code. Okay, and then I'm going to shrink this down, and I'm going to go into here to my study. Oops, if it'll let me. It's moving around so much there. There we go. Go to Edit Studies. Control All. Paste it in there. Click OK. And now I can see where my trades are. So I'm going to maximize. Well, let me see here. I'm going to maximize this. Now I can see where I got in. So I got in here, looking for that 1 minute higher low and higher high. I was just looking for that little bounce. I had a limit order up here to sell, and I didn't sell it. It didn't actually hit the limit order. If it had, that would have been great. I would have had a little cushion on the day, then I could have waited for a better setup. That's usually what I like to do. And then, of course, I added down here thinking that, you know, we might bounce off of this area, and then we didn't. And then I should have just got out, but instead I held for the volume weighted average price. And we blew through that. And by that time, as soon as we dropped below that, I was like, I'm out. You know, I was at my max loss, had to get out. So one and done, just like that. These are my test trades back here. Just trading one share. I lost like 2 cents, so I was trying to get back to green, which was like, I ended up making like 45 cents. Crazy. All right, so there's that. Riot is hitting the scan. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's not breaking out yet. Riot is. Riot's going up. New highs. Stock market's going up. A little bounce. Looking for that hourly higher low to be set. You know, I think we did actually on SPY this morning. I think we did see a 5 minute oversold. It was pre-market. It was here too. You just can't see it because the candle closed up here, but it was oversold down into here. And that'll oftentimes mark the bottom on the hourly time frame. So now we're bouncing. That was I have to eat my words on that. Anyways. Oh yeah. I don't have pre-market turned on here. That's why it looked different. So big move up, 5 minute consolidation, CMD. What we're looking for here is a 1 minute trend change. We have a support there that is so far holding, broke a little bit. If I was still trading, I'd probably buy that right there. But if it drops any lower, I'd get out. Because okay, so there's the